why spiritual coaches are joining LiveGood. So it starts with the purpose, because most spiritual coaches or spiritual mentors are wanting to help people find inner peace, fulfillment, and purpose. And, there's so many people working so hard in their lives and they're just feeling like they have no purpose. And so spiritual coaches are here to help people find their purpose, so they're living and doing everything from their heart. And LiveGood, their mission resonates with this, because the core of every spiritual coach, the mission is to uplift, empower, and transform lives. And this is exactly the mission of LiveGood, which is why I personally, as a spiritual mentor, felt like it resonated with me and it was in perfect alignment, and still is. So, spiritual coaches and mentors are some of the most beautiful people who are transforming and changing lives every day. And so it's a perfect match. And I found that it didn't interfere with my mentoring practice, it complemented it. And so the second reason is that it supports holistic well-being. As a spiritual mentor, I'm looking at a person and working with them from every aspect. And so we enhance every aspect so that they're living fully on every level. And, a lot of times we'll start with the physical, because if you're struggling with health and you're eating bad foods, you're toxic, you have to start there, and you have to clean up your temple. You have to clean up your house, because everything's connected. So when you start healing and taking better care of yourself and loving yourself more, then that affects every other area of your life. So a lot of times we'll start with physical, and LiveGood has some of the best products that I've found that go to the source of what most of our diseases are. So they tackle inflammation and the heart disease. Inflammation is the source of most diseases that we have out there. And so their products are taking care of and reducing inflammation. And so since we're going to the source, and they use only top quality ingredients, they don't put any fillers in, no artificial sweeteners, no hidden toxicity. And I know that's always been a concern of mine personally in other products. And they also keep the prices low, which is important to everyone. Everyone now needs to save money because prices on everything else are skyrocketing. And so they really are dedicated to helping people actually heal from what is causing the illnesses and sickness that they're suffering with. Number 3 is that they want to diversify their income. So spiritual coaching can be rewarding, but it often relies on one-on-one sessions or, workshops. What I've found is that there was an ebb and flow, a feast or famine in consistent income. So I would get really, really busy with one-on-ones, and I would be busy all day long, and the money would be great. And then I would go through dry spells where people just weren't making that a priority, or I would plan big workshops, which took months to plan. And then, I would have a bunch of people. Sometimes I would have no people. And so it gives LiveGood's memberships and products. They can earn commissions every week, creating additional source of income that without increasing your workload. And that's one of the things that I was looking for. I didn't necessarily have more hours to work, but I needed to diversify my income and have additional income streams. And so LiveGood checked the box for that. The 4th reason that spiritual mentors and coaches are joining LiveGood is because you're adding value to your existing clients' lives. So I have clients who are, I have several that have had concerns about their heart and their health, and these products have been able to help them live more quality of life and lessen those symptoms. And the products, they, in my opinion, everyone needs these products because, like I said, they go to the source. And one of the biggest things that people struggle from and suffer from without even knowing it is inflammation. And so, and not just that, but I've had clients who are addicted to coffee. We have a healthy mushroom coffee that is just a healthy substitute for people who are trying to cut down on their caffeine. We have recovery products for people who are trying to get healthy, workout. And we have products that can age you backwards, which that is one of my passions, is to help people see that they don't have to age quickly, they can actually age backwards. And so I'm really excited to have the products that are that I'm able to help my clients with in that arena. And then the fifth reason is residual income. So one of the most enticing aspects about LiveGood is that you can create potential residual income, meaning that you're making money from the referral program every month, and you're making a percentage on other people's efforts, so you can create a financial retirement. You can create financial security. If it allows spiritual coaches to focus on their clients and not focus on the inconsistent income, or having to even think about the income when they're working with their clients or marketing to new clients. Because once you have a residual that's coming in month after month after month, and it's growing exponentially, then you have all of this space to be more creative with your existing clientele that you're working with on a spiritual level or holistic level. So that was a big one for me, because working in restaurants for years and resorts and retreats, I didn't really have a set retirement. And so I needed to create my own retirement and create my own residual income, and also something that I would be able to pass on once I'm gone. And one of the biggest things I've talked about, one of my biggest whys, is being able to help my mom stay at home and not have to go into a nursing facility or a home that isn't hers. And so I feel like we should all be able to make that choice, but it takes money. It takes a lot of money and resources. So this residual income is helping me to be able to not just create a retirement for myself and set myself up, but it's helping me to help my family. And that's important to a lot of people and a lot of actually my clients as well. So the sixth is integration into an existing practice. So joining LiveGood doesn't require spiritual coaches to overhaul an existing practice. They don't have to change what they're already doing. It can be seamlessly integrated into their current offerings. It can, I know one chiropractic doctor that has done very, very well in this industry, because she's been able to help her clients suggest supplements and suggest, I would say all of my clients that I've worked with so far have been looking for a way to manifest more money, to make more money, to bring in more money than they're currently doing in their job or their career, their coaching practice. And so this is, it's a way to help your clients in multiple ways. And also you're able to integrate this in that you don't have to go in and set up a whole new website and a whole new brand. You don't have to set up anything. From day one, you have websites set up for you that you can share. You have a marketing follow-up system that they have for you. They do the video, which is a 5-minute video that does the selling for you. And all of that is set up. And anyone who has set up their own coaching practice and business online, that takes thousands of dollars and a lot of time to set up, in my experience. And it's one of the parts that was not fun for me. I didn't want to do that part. And so this is something that you can join and be in business right away. And it's just effortless in that. So you're not having to rebrand. You're not having to figure out, how am I going to do this with my existing practice? It's seamless. And so number 7 is for the community and the support coaches are joining. It provides more than just products and commissions. It offers a supportive community, and spiritual coaches joining LiveGood become part of a network of like-minded, health-driven people who are leading, who want to lead their own tribes in getting healthier, staying healthier, and creating a freedom, and also being able to break out of a conventional matrix, if you will, of something that isn't working anymore, a mode or a model of success that is it's broken. We've been taught that success has to look this certain way, but it doesn't work anymore, and people are becoming progressively dissatisfied with it, and they're realizing more and more that they're on a trajectory that isn't going to get them where they want to go. And so many people now are looking for groups of people that they can grow with, that they can be sharing and growing together, and positive support. And when you're succeeding, you want to be supported in that. You want to be congratulated. You want to be uplifted. And LiveGood has one mission, and everyone is on the same team. They work together instead of being competitive. And when you reach milestones, you have a whole community of people congratulating you, and that matters. And people are craving that. They really are craving it. And as a spiritual mentor, a lot of times when you're working with clients, that is your tribe, but you are in a position of being, a teacher or a mentor. And so there's a different dynamic there sometimes. I would have a lot of clients that I consider beautiful friends, and there's love and connection there, but this is more of a bigger community that you can all tap into, and they're creating financial freedom and health and wellness. So it's beautiful. Spiritual coaches are embracing this opportunity to enhance the impact and the income that they, just their income in a way that they wouldn't be able to, because you're still trading time for money. And that was one of the things that I was running into, is that I was working a lot of hours, working one-on-ones, and even doing workshops. People were still wanting one-on-ones. And so I had to get to a point where I transitioned into more group trainings with my coaching, but I was still putting in a lot of hours. And LiveGood is something that I do. I work 1 to 2 hours of focused energy and money producing activities, and then I have the rest of the day. And so this is something that spiritual coaches are looking for, and in a way that's not going to take away from what they're already doing. So you can create this however you'd like. I'll just tell you a few stories. I've seen a teacher be able to retire early because of the income she's making. I've seen a man that was homeless and living in a mission. He is now, he's paid for his home, paid for a very nice car, and he is set up to be independent. There's another one who was in the hospital. He was able to do this from the hospital bed and has created residual income for himself, a substantial life-changing income. And we were my back was against the wall. I didn't have money to help my mom. I was barely making it. I was trying to caregive for her full time, but the money was not meeting my needs. Then I tried to get into a restaurant job. I got very sick and wasn't able to work anymore. And so I was at a rock bottom financially. I felt like a big loser. I couldn't cover my bills. I wasn't able to help my mom. I didn't have any other options. I was working as many hours as I could, but it wasn't enough to keep my mom out of the nursing home. So I had to make some changes. And this has turned our lives around, and we've been able to help my mom. We've been able to move into a house that we love and enjoy a quality of life that we weren't able to enjoy. Our health has improved, both of us. We had really, it was getting scary after I was sick with pneumonia for so long. It was scary. And so we really had to make a change. And this has turned our lives around completely. So I can tell you so many stories, but if you are a spiritual mentor, spiritual coach, or a personal development coach, and any of these things that I've talked about resonate with you, come on board. I have some beautiful ladies who are deeply spiritual and who are going for it. And, all you have to do is make that choice, make that commitment, take that risk. I did. And it's such a low startup. When I started, I didn't have the money, but I made it happen. And I'm so glad I did. So you can go under this video, click the link, watch a 5-minute video. You'll put in your name and your email, and then that will let me know that you've watched it, and then we can chat after. So I would love for you to come on board. You can literally be in a global business online, all online, copy and paste business. It's so simple. We have excellent training. If I can do this, you can do this. And just create the life that you are excited about, that you don't have to take a vacation from. The other thing that I was able to do with my coaching business because of this is that I was able to be selective and just work very, very deep with a handful of very committed people. And this has been so much more rewarding. And so if this resonates with you, get started. I would love for you to come on board. We've got some exciting things happening. I'll see you soon.